Hello everybody, you're listening to Lures and Laughs. I'm your host Ian Whitaker, and today we will discuss the different places to fish in Northwest Arkansas and what sorts of fish you may find there. Arkansas is a great state for fishing, but it helps to know where to go and what you will find when you get there. I'm still learning this myself as I am no expert, and I have not fished in too many places yet, but I have done some research on where some good spots are. From my own experience, a good place for trout fishing is Beaver Lake, more specifically the runoff from the dam. I've not tried the actual lake yet, but I've been to the runoff twice now and have had good luck catching trout. I found this video that speaks a bit more about fishing on Beaver Lake, so here's a clip.
And I really like to fish this when the water temperature is from around 45 to 55 degrees. There's just something about that 45 and 50 that these fish will get a little bit more aggressive, and they'll come up and hit these baits just straight down. I just fish about 12 feet deep, 10, 12 feet deep on my line, and I just set it right straight down.
The spot on Beaver Lake is give or take about an hour away from Fayetteville, and another place I've been to, which is around the same distance, but south rather than north, is a runoff of the Arkansas River named Lee Creek. The day I went to the runoff, I was not able to catch any fish, but the next day, I found that someone posted on Facebook in the same spot and had multiple fish on their boat. Though, boat fishing and bay fishing can make a complete difference in what you'll catch. And from what I was told by my buddy Luke, the runoff should have catfish and bass and maybe even some trout. And then another week later, I went to the Arkansas River to fish and had no luck catching anything again. But you'd find the same kind of fish in there that you would Lee's Creek. I found this video that talks about the different kinds of fish you'd find in the different parts of Arkansas.
The cool thing about Arkansas is all the regions are a little different. You know, I mean, South Arkansas's got big bass and they're biting. That moves up into central Arkansas. We've still got a little bit of a white bass run going from about the middle up to the top. We've got stripers in the middle of lakes now. I mean, some were moving for they call it the faux spawn, because stripers don't really spawn in our waters, but they move back into the middle of the lake where you catch those gigantic ones.
Since Fayetteville is close to the border of Oklahoma, I looked into some good spots that are decently close on the other side of the border. And here's a video that explains a good spot worth checking out.
Around Gore, Oklahoma, just off Lake Tenkiller, so the lower Illinois. That's what I'll be hitting today. There's a nice section, I believe it's like 9-mile section or something like that, of trout stream that I've never fished before.
All the places I previously mentioned are a bit of a drive away from Fayetteville, but not so far that it makes it a hassle to get there. Fayetteville has some good places to fish as well. I've been to Lake Fayetteville and fished off the bay, but of course had no luck, as it always seems to be for me. I've seen a couple people on boats there before, and they probably had better luck than I did, so if you go to Lake Fayetteville, it may be better if you have a boat. And another good spot from what I've looked up online is Lake Sequoia, though I've not been there myself. My buddy Luke, again, who I go to for all my fishing knowledge, says there's not much luck in catching anything over there, but at the same time, from what I see online and Reddit and stuff like that, people seem to catch stuff, so maybe he's just been unlucky. You know, Northwest Arkansas has a lot of great places to fish and can make for a great adventure whether you catch anything or not. Signing off, I'm your host, Ian Whitaker.